Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho.
95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, do you believe a little bit more now? I know a sample size of one is a sample size of one. It was an impressive sample size for the Green Bay Packers after they beat the Detroit Lions in Week 1. Yesterday, they handle the Commanders, two of the best teams in the NFC, inarguable. Last year, the Lions were the number 1 seed. Last year, the Commanders went to the NFC Championship game. Handled them both, granted, both at home. They look impressive. They look, dare I say, dominant. Are they the favorites? Do you believe now? And good thing I didn't play Tucker Kraft, in fantasy football. Holy smokes. Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday. Your week is off to a Pretty impressive start in the National Football League. Packers 27, Commanders 18 in Wisconsin last night. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, thank you for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal, your home for the National Football League. How you living?
What it do?
Do you believe?
I believe.
Yeah. How do you not? After watching the Packers be dominant on defense, you figure they're going to get better and better as Micah Parsons continues to come off a snap count. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. They lose one of their best receivers in Jaden Reed to a collarbone injury yesterday, but they have been dominant in 2 games at home. Now, will the show travel? I got to believe the show will travel. They've been able to play both these games in the friendly confines, and that's great. Now they got to go to Cleveland and Dallas their next 2 games, and I think those are teams whom they are firmly better than. But I think it's hard not to believe.
I believe that it's what travels. Defense and a running game. Now, Josh Jacobs only 3.7 yards per carry, but he's always efficient deep in the red zone. 11 straight game with a rushing touchdown. And they essentially punted, pun intended, in the second half and controlled that game. 214 yards passing for Jordan Love in the first half. Finishes just 292 yards after a first half performance like that. But it's because of the way they control the game, the confidence they have in the defense, which is legit. To shut down the Lions and Commanders, the Packers are and will be easily a top 2 or 3 defense this entire season. And it is showing you that keep coping with the Micah Parsons trade. Dallas was just not good enough to get the benefit. And Michael Parsons, the way I was thinking about that, watching just the pressures he was getting, how it opens things up for everyone else. It reminded me of Saquon to the Eagles or like Derrick Henry to the Ravens.
Yeah.
Maybe that one player can't turn an average team good, but it can make a good team great.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing with Michael Parsons.
I think it puts them over the top, and I think the Saquon analogy is a really good one. The Eagles were really good. They were a piece away. And they got Saquon. They ran the ball. They had Jalen Hurts, too. But they ran the ball and had that banger. They had that guy who was a difference maker. Packers defense was good. The Packers were good. They get a difference maker, a game wrecker on the other side of the football, on the defensive side of the football. And there's a real argument that they could be the best defense in the National Football League. I'm a little concerned about Washington's offense because they put up, 21 against the Giants last week and then 18 this week against a really good Green Bay defense. I don't know that I think the Giants are a great defense. I think there's some concerns on the other side. It'll be interesting. They got Raiders, Falcons, Chargers, Bears coming up, and I think it's a big stretch for them. We'll get there. But as far as the Packers are concerned, to give up 18 points, and then last week they gave up 13. And really, the 13 it was a garbage time touchdown. The Tesla had that tap dance in the last minute of the game when it made zero difference. It just helped the stink come off a little bit for the Lions. I mean, it made it a little bit less ugly, although not really. I mean, throughout the 59 and a half minutes of that game, they gave up 6 points to that high-powered Lions offense. And I think that's because I firmly believe, and we'll have this conversation Monday, I firmly believe the Lions go nuts this week against the Bears. I think this could be a really interesting one. I think they got something to prove to Ben Johnson. I'm sure Ben Johnson has something to prove to them. Right? If anybody knows how to get to Jared Goff, it's going to be the offensive coordinator that was there the last couple of years, now the head coach of the Bears. That's a fascinating game to me this weekend. That game is fascinating. You can pick a side and tell me who's got the advantage, right? And I look at the Lions and say, I think they want to make a statement that it wasn't about the coordinator, and let's make it while the coordinator's in the building. And I think the coordinator, if anybody knows, how to get to that offense and get to that quarterback and get to those guys, it's the guy who worked with them for the last 4 years. That game fascinates me.
Oh, it is high on the list of if you had to pick just a couple to watch, that would definitely be on it. How does Caleb Williams respond against a Lions team that on both sides, I expect them to get after it. And Ben Johnson, his frustrations, how does that kind of mesh with the improvement that you want to see moving forward with Caleb Williams? And I think, watching last night's game and how Green Bay played defensively, it takes a little bit off of thinking the Lions are in that much trouble, because you're just looking at a unit now that when your team or your dudes are playing the Packers, drop expectations.
Yeah. I think that's real. And Jaden Daniels was that dude last week. Although, are you a little concerned about them? They lose Austin Eckler now. It looks like an Achilles. It hasn't been confirmed.
He's
but I mean,
done.
that was an Achilles injury. He's done. Bill's probably the guy now, right? Rodriguez was out again. You got McNichols.
I think they need to. The problem with Washington, and it's not a problem, but it's their style. If they are behind, they go to their passing game.
Yeah, but I don't know that they're going to have to play from behind all year.
No, but even early in the game, Corey Krause-Kamara had 4 carries.
That's all he had, 17 yards, 4 carries. Yeah.
And even being down 2 touchdowns, you saw how quickly Cliff Kingsbury just flipped that script. They're going to have to get Krause-Kamara involved. Jeremy McNichols, Chris Rodriguez, those are your options. You traded Brian Robinson.
That's right.
So now you've got to deal with not having that veteran.
So who
presence.
do you think the main back's going to be? I mean, I don't think he wants to throw it 42 times like he did last night.
Positive game script, I think it's Krause-Kamara.
Yeah.
Because you saw last
Bill
week in the lead,
the
he
main
got
back.
10 carries.
Yeah, I think he becomes the main back.
They trail, then I think it's probably McNichols.
Okay.
Because it just slides into that Eckler role, and it just depends on.
They get the Raiders and the Falcons the next 2 weeks. I kind of love Bill. I love the opportunity for him.
Playing with the lead or from behind.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're playing from behind like this. The Packers feel like a different piece. The Packers, the Eagles, the Ravens, the Bills feel like different beasts, right?
They do, and I just watching it was everything. I love the play calling, the motion in the offense. Even you get to the second half, but then you just sprinkle in the end around to Golden, the direct snap to wide receiver, just little things that switched it up and gave them that edge because they were so confident in that defense is they pretty much had it in second gear that entire second half.
Well, there's a couple of things here. I love the evolution of Jordan Love. I just 19 for 31, 292 and 2 touchdowns in control. I love his usage of the tight end, not because he's on my fantasy team bench, but because I love the usage of that weapon. I love when tight ends get involved. I just think it is another aspect. The teams that use the tight end, when you look at what they do with Trey McBride or Brock Bowers, or how Josh Allen uses tight ends, how Lamar Jackson uses Mark Andrews, and when Likely's available. What has Travis Kelce become over the years to Patrick Mahomes? It feels like when you utilize the tight end, it unlocks, and this I just feel like it unlocks the potential of an offense. When you underuse it, how many years, like for the last bunch of years when we talk global football, what have we talked about? Well, we talked about a lot there. But how many times have I said, where's the tight end? Why don't they ever throw to the tight end, right? And it's been an offense that sputtered so many times. No, not always. Devin Dampier was really good. But when I look at the NFL and I look at the teams that are really successful, look at the run that New England had with Gronk, and then before him it was Gonzalez, right? Or no, what was the guy that went to prison?
Well, they had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez. Right,
but they always had a tight end. I love what they're doing with Tucker Kraft and what he's becoming. Did he play for Eck in South Dakota? South Dakota State? South Dakota State is where he's from. He played for Eck there. Yeah. All right, we got a lot to do today, man. A lot to do today. Come on in, 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. We're going to do a 3-for-all today. We will speak with Nick Nee, who's the director of golf out at the San Diego Golf Club. They got the New Mexico Opens coming up this next week. We have opening day for New Mexico Ice Wolf. Stan Hubbard's the owner of that club. He's going to join us in the 9 o'clock hour. And we got, what else we got? I mean, Lobos game day today against UCLA. The full basketball schedule seems to be out now. What is it, they released a tentative league schedule? What the hell does that even mean?
It means TV's going to get involved.
There's a game in a month, isn't there? Crying out loud. It's not their fault. I mean, when the league added Grand Canyon, everything blew up, and so they had to I say blew up. They had to redo completely everything. But that's all right. They'll get it all figured out. It's got to be pretty tough to do though, because you got arena availabilities and women's schedules and everything else. So all that's there for you. But we're here for you at 505-246-0610. All right. You want to have some fun this weekend? You want to have fun all season? You want to have fun, period, on sports? Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Go through it. Have fun. You're watching games. You know the games. You know the players. You know what's going on. Make some picks. Make some money. Enjoy yourself. Prize Picks is easy to play. Download the Prize Picks app. Start playing. It's quick. It's easy. It's a good time. You play more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. So I'm in the app right now, right? And like it says, they've got a max discount here on Travis Kelce. 1/2 of a receiving yard. What do you think? He's going to have more or less than half a receiving yard. Derrick Henry, 1/2 of a rushing touchdown. If you think he's going to score a rushing touchdown, you say more. Saquon Barkley, same one, 1/2 a rushing touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, will he throw more or less than 1.5 passing touchdowns? That's how you play. And you go through and you find your guys and you find what you want to do and you pick them. And then you watch the games and you got a little juice on it, right? 94.5 rushing yards on Derrick Henry. It seems like a big number, right? You say, maybe I'll go less. If you think he's going to go nuts, you go more. That's how you play. When you download the app, use code KNML. KNML, you'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup, right? So download the app, Prize Picks. Enjoy yourself. Enter the code KNML. You'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's going to make a fun weekend even more funner for you. Let me know how you did on Monday. Prize Picks. Have fun. It's good to be right.
Football season is here.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm going to talk hockey. Coming up at 9 a.m., Stan Hubbard, the owner of the New Mexico Ice Bowl, is going to call us, JJ. They'll call you on that special line. Looking forward. It's opening night out at the Outpost Ice Arena. You haven't gone out there. That's one of those, and I know you've gone out to that. That is an enjoyable evening, man. They do a great job. What Stan has done with the Outpost is great, and it's small. I've always said live hockey might be the best of the sporting events to go to. Right? Live hockey is great, and it's when you're right there, man. You're there, you're right on top of it, and it's a pretty good quality hockey. I think you'll enjoy it if you get yourself out there.
Yeah, they've done a really good job, and it's all something that I'm impressed with. I don't want to see the sports entertainment battle that is growing and the opportunities in New Mexico and the surrounding areas, man. It's growing.
Yeah. Who are they playing? I'll find that. I'll figure it out for you. But sometimes it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You get out there for opening day. All right. Lobos at UCLA tonight. You'll listen to it over on News Radio KKOB, and it'll start at 7 o'clock pregame. 7 o'clock pregame and 8 o'clock kickoff. New Mexico, last I checked, was a 15.5-point dog. And JJ, I get a weird feeling. I think they're going to play well tonight. I think they're really going to play well tonight. I give them an opportunity. My biggest fear tonight is going up against Nico Iamaleava. And I feel like this is my deal. Let me see what they defensively in the first half. If they can frustrate him and stay in the game in their first quarter and a half, I think they got a shot. There's a part of me that watched this thing last week, and I felt like Nico and that offense found themselves. I thought they looked horrible for 6 quarters, UCLA. I saw a chunk of the game against Utah, and I watched a lot of the game against UNLV. That's who UCLA played. And I thought their offense just looked confused. They looked like they looked like they had a new quarterback in a new system, right? I felt that in the second half at UNLV, they somewhat found themselves. And I don't know if that's fool's gold or what that is, right? Now, if in fact that's the truth, then it's going to be a tough sled for New Mexico's defense. They're going to have to stay in it because, honestly, of the 3 quarterbacks they've seen this year, as good as Bryce Underwood will be, Nico's probably the best. Well, not probably. He'll be the best they've seen if he's found it. We've watched him at Tennessee, dude. Guy was really good, right? So I don't know what you feel about UCLA's offense, because to me that's going to be the difference. It's going to be tough to move the ball on on a Big Ten size defense, and you've got your challenges, and your offensive line is going to get tested. All that's right, but I think you got to stay in the game for a while and give yourself a chance.
Yeah, it's very similar to Michigan. Of can you get to that second half with an opportunity? And I look at the red zone, and the Lobos have been good in the red zone this season in terms of limiting touchdowns given up. It's what turned the game for them in their favor against Idaho State. We saw it once against Michigan, short field stepping up, holding them to a field goal, because this is a defense that it's 2 games, but you see what's going to happen. It's bend and hope they do not break. UCLA is getting yards. UCLA is moving that football down the field, because with the gaps that were there for Idaho State in the passing game, UCLA is absolutely going to take advantage of that. So can you hold up? If you get a moment where it's 3rd and long, get them off the field or get into that red zone and force them to a field goal attempt.
They've got athletes. They've got Big Ten athletes. You can tell me all you want about what they are not, and okay, you might not be wrong. Okay, they may not be the best Big Ten team, and that's okay. It's kind of what I've been saying. I think UCLA or the Lobos should be going out and playing. Right. That's what instead of having to go play the Michigans and the Auburns in the top of the league every go get a payday and play someone that maybe you got a shot at.
And just look at the spread of the game. When was the last time one of these games was under a 25-point spread?
Rutgers, 10 years ago,
Yeah.
9 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was, probably. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's kind of the feel. Frank, right? I don't know that for sure. Lobo fan, where are you with this? As you go through this now, and here we are with a team that's 1-1 that I know you're trying to figure out, right? I know you're sitting here saying, all right, what are they? It's almost like you felt better, and I don't know if this is true, but this is kind of the feeling I'm getting from so many people. It's almost like you felt better coming off of a loss at Michigan than you did coming off a win against Idaho State. Right? You're shaking your head at me. You're getting the same feel from Lobo fan, right?
Yes.
You
can't beat Idaho State by enough.
Yeah, which is relatively ludicrous. You feel better about a loss than you do about a win.
You didn't lose to Occidental after a train ride.
Which would have been a bad, well, half your team. They're still trying to recover.
It was just the starters. I'm fascinated.
I mean, how do you come back from a loss like that? And here you are 90-something years later, and I mean, crying out
still
loud,
haven't recovered from that.
Still have not recovered from getting beat by Occidental 29-0 in 1929. It was 26-0 tonight, whatever it was. Right? What a great line by the way. When Frank gave, if you didn't see this, there's the videos online at golobos.com of the press conference, but the X-Weekly press conference on Tuesday. Frank Mercogliano, who's the sports information director, came out. Okay, the game's going to be here and here and here, and a couple of stats. The Lobos have played in the Rose Bowl before, and he kind of went into this whole 1929. It was the first night game ever for UNM, and half the team flew, and the other half took a train, and then coming back, the guys that flew trained back, right? And they lost to Occidental, and the score was 26-0, and it was the first ever night game, and so that was the last time New Mexico played in the Rose Bowl, and when it was done, Eck finally comes up. He's like, "Oh, that's a tough loss, Occidental." I mean, that's a tough loss. And I'm taking flack for only beating Idaho State by 10. It was perfect. I don't know. I'm gonna lean on this, JJ, and I know people are probably sick of me saying this. You're just not good enough to complain about wins yet. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Expectations. So as a fan, even in that moment, it's always a fascinating conversation to have, because there was like so much buzz, and the coming off Michigan game, like, oh, you can go out there and beat Iowa State by 20 points now.
All right, why would a 10-point win be a buzzkill?
I think just fans. It's like the way you're, and it's not all of them, I get it, but there was a sense of kind of like, oh, you trailed by 5 to start the fourth quarter, won by 10.
You won the freaking game. You came from behind and won the game. Well, you shouldn't have been behind. You're playing a crummy old FCS team. I mean, we got to be better than that. Yeah, you will be. You will be. You got to remember, where you're coming from. We were 5-7 last year. We were all right, and that whole team is gone. Like 60. How many new dudes? You know the number.
75.
There's 75 new dudes on that roster. give it a minute. And if learning occurs during wins, and I don't give a damn against whom you're playing, I'm not being disrespectful here when I say you're not good enough to complain about a win. Understand where the program's been, what it's been through. Third coach in 3 years, 75 new dudes from last year. New coaching staff. By the way, you lost your FCS game last year. You came back and won. Like, I get it, man. You didn't blow them out, and you don't have that feel good. We won by 40, puff your chest. Okay. But you won the game. And I just look at it. It reminds me a bit. Maybe it's not exactly analogous, JJ. Remember, and I know you do, because I always refer to this in the Craig Neal era. There was a Lobo basketball game on a Tuesday or Wednesday night where they won on the road. They beat Fresno State by like 5 points. And I came in that morning thinking, all right, it'll be one of those shows where, Lobo fans going to feel good and they're coming home to play whoever they're playing on Saturday. And people were distraught that they only won by 5 points. They won a road game in league by 5 points. And that was one of those days. We've been doing this show 17 years, right? And that's one of those days that just still sits in my mind that I learned so much, but yet I didn't, about expectations and Lobo fan and Lobo basketball. You won a road league game, but only by 5. And I don't know if that was just because people were done with Craig Neal at that point, or they were firmly disgusted that they only won. But I remember coming back this year when I did the game in San Jose and did the show the next morning, and they lose the game in San Jose. And it was almost worse up in that when they won in Fresno than it was in they lose in San Jose this year. It's the expectations, man. Win the game. Go out and win the game. And I just don't know if people understand how hard it is to win a game, especially a college football game.
Yeah, especially a college football game when you don't have those expectations. You can't have those expectations yet. We're talking about style points for Lobo football. That was an era where it was all about style for Lobo basketball, and could have been some of Craig Neal. See, my kind of moment along those lines was after the Harvard game, doing that show in the morning.
Yeah,
because it was fire this clown Steve Alford. I was like, oh, okay, and see what happens after that.
Fire this clown Steve Alford. And then we came in a few weeks later and did a show on a Saturday, unsolicited, because the clown...
Because he was God.
Be gone. Yeah, I remember. All right, 505-246-0610. Want to get into some of the injuries. You got NFL coming up this weekend. We'll get you the latest on some of the injury reports. We got games for you all weekend. Of course, this is your home for the National Football League. But we got Broncos and Colts on Sunday over on right here on the Sports Animal. And then in the evening, we'll have Falcons and Vikings. Don't forget tonight, Las Cruces and Cleveland, top 2 teams in the state. High school football over on 1050 KTBL. And on the FM side on the Pit. Was that 94.5? Is that what the Pit is?
94.5, the Pit.
Yeah, and the Lobos and UCLA.
We'll lock it in because we do have a lot of NFL programming over there. So
yeah, no, that's a good one for you to put in your rotation. 94.5, the Pit. We will have NFL games there. But tonight, top 2 teams in the state. Who's calling that game tonight?
Corey Howard and Isaiah.
All right, beautiful. So we'll have that over. That's again the top 2 teams in the state, and then the Lobos and UCLA over on News Radio KKB, starting at 7. Hey, who watches your home when you're not there? For me, it's IPS, International Protective Service. I've trusted them for years. They're affordable private security in a town and a time where you kind of need affordable private security. Property crimes on the rise. We all know that. The officer shortage continues to be an issue. IPS is everywhere. They're in your neighborhood. They're in your stores. You see them all around town. You know why? Because they work. They have officers strategically placed all over Albuquerque, all over Santa Fe. They react quickly when alarms go off at properties which they monitor. Many times they catch criminals in the act. They'll detain them. The police come pick them up. IPS can provide you standing guards if you would like eyes on your property around the clock. They will install alarms and camera systems. They have a state-of-the-art facility monitoring those cameras 24 hours, 7 days a week. It all raises the level of security around your home and your business. Look, don't wait to be a victim. It's then too late. You've worked too hard to build your home, to build your business, protect your family. You can't prevent all the crime, but if you've got no protection, you're more likely to be victimized. Call IPS. The number is 505-897-2420. 505-897-2420. They're online at ipsglobal.com. IPS is passionate about making Albuquerque and Santa Fe better and safer places to live and work.
Brought to you by Route 66.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Packers over the Commanders last night right here on the Sports Animal Thursday Night Football. Hope you enjoyed it. 27-18. Packers are 2-0. Washington 1-1. Austin Eckler, the running back for Washington, leaves late in the game with what appears to be an Achilles injury, probably out for they're afraid he's got a torn Achilles, which it's absolutely looked like that. I mean, there was a non-contact thing, goes down, holds that. We didn't see the popping like we see so much in basketball. There wasn't that tight of a shot, which I'm fine that we didn't see that. but it looks like he's done for the year. And then Packers lose their wide receiver, Jaden Reed, with a collarbone. Their coach, Matt LaFleur, said, quote, he's going to miss a lot of time. Now, if there's one place that they've got a embarrassment of riches, it's wide receiver. Now, it doesn't make it any easier for Jaden Reed or those of you holding him on your fantasy team, but Jaden Reed is down. I think that's something. But they're going to get Christian Watson back soon, evidently, because they just paid him a bunch of money.
Yeah, he's a productive player, but you look at their snap rotation. I think Golden was the only receiver that got over 70% of the total snaps. So you expect that to stay for their first-round pick out of Texas. Romeo Dobbs, just steady, consistent. Wicks, we saw Slayton, the rookie, get some mix in there. So the rotation is going to continue. Could be really Tucker Kraft season.
Which is beautiful. Maybe I start going there, huh? You don't like Sam Laporta? You really would have played Kraft over Laporta?
I think that's close. Like, if you look in the rankings, they're probably side by side.
Yeah, they are. They're really close in the rankings. I just looked at it, and I thought, short week as opposed to a long week. I think it's a team that's got something to prove. They're going home. They're wounded. I feel, and now, I could sit here Monday and be totally wrong. And the dude I'm playing is laughing at me. Like, the response was, ha, 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 ha. All right, tough guy. He had Jacobs last week. But I just looked at it and I thought, I think the lines are going to go up. We'll see. We'll see. How do you feel about a team after 1 week having a players-only meeting?
Not good. Not good at all.
Nor should you, right? I believe, and again, I might be wrong. I think this Dolphins thing's going to blow up. Dolphins had a players-only meeting on their day off. So their day off is Tuesday. They played one game. They had a month together in camp. They lose 33-8 in Indianapolis in week 1. And they had a players-only meeting to make sure they're on the same page. Tua had one of his worst games ever. 14 of 23 for $114 and a touchdown, 2 interceptions. He said he was looking forward to seeing which of his teammates showed up Tuesday to watch film. He told reporters Wednesday that he was happy with the turnout. Dude, with all due respect, and I
guys, I hope you're here. We just got our doors blown off week 1. Look forward to seeing you.
I know he's trying to be a leader. I understand it. And that's the quarterback position, and quarterback's got to lead, and he's got to be the first guy in, the last guy, all that. I got it. But to be a leader and to earn respect, you got to play well, right? I mean, you just got to perform. First and foremost, you might be really cool, and maybe Tua's great. I don't know Tua. There's starting to be a little bit of Russell Wilson to it, though. Is that a bad analogy on the cringe factor?
I don't know. What is he supposed to say in that?
Nothing.
So he goes to the podium and he needs to not hope his teammates show up to watch film.
Not say I hope they all show up on their off day to watch film. Well, I mean, why does he need to say that? I hope everybody comes in on their day off to watch film.
I guess I could see how maybe it's something you say behind closed doors.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Quote, I got the offense together. We had a meeting about things that we wanted to do, hang up our hats on this week, points of emphasis, and how we want to go about it this week. We got all that communicated to those guys, so that's what we've got. I thought that was the cool thing, is that was their process going in week 1. Win, lose, you got to see a lot of the same guys back in the film room, back in the meeting rooms, and I thought that was a cool thing. Okay. He's already at odds with his wide receivers. They don't get along. They didn't settle it in camp.
That's a Tyreek Hill thing, man.
It is a Tyreek Hill thing.
That dude needs to look in the mirror, but he's not.
But he'll never look. The Devo receiver never looks in the mirror. Antonio Brown never did. He never. I mean, this is where this is going, right? Hopefully not that far off the rails. Holy smokes, that dude went nuts. Remember the feet thing? Remember the frozen burn?
The frozen feet. He didn't practice because he couldn't wear his helmet when the NFL was making changes to helmets for safety reasons. Like, the dude took off his jersey and ran off a football field in the middle of a game.
Right. Literally in the middle of the game. just geared down and ran off the field. Yeah.
It's like what you do at the park. You're like, I'm done.
Yeah. Bleep all y'all. I'm done. They're playing New England. I'm going to tell you right now.
I do not know why so many people are saying this is a bounce back spot for the Dolphins. I think the collapse, the implosion has already happened.
I agree with you.
And they're sitting on the Titanic right now.
I totally agree with you. What's the spread of that game? It is Miami's a 1.5 greater. I mean, I guess they can figure this thing out and say I told you so, and we came together and we got together on our off day and we watched film and we held hands and sang Kumbaya and the coaches weren't there and burned incense and everything was cool and maybe give me New England a 1.5. No.
Stay tuned for 3 for All. Could be on there.
Yeah, I don't know how it doesn't happen that way. All right, 505-246-06. I really want to hear from you today. What do you like going into the weekend? How do the Lobos play tonight? Because this is a big one. And look, everyone's a big one, right? Every game's a big game. But how do they play going into this thing tonight? What do you see happening at UCLA? Do you see an opportunity? Do you see a chance? And if they pull this thing off, what does it end up meaning? What does that mean in the long run? This could be I think this could be a turning point. Lobo fan, how do you feel? You're going to UCLA, you're going to the Rose Bowl, Big Ten Network, Friday Night Football. A lot of the nation's going to be watching. What do you got in that window tonight? Scores, like in tonight's window in NCAA college football. You get Colgate and Syracuse, on the ACC Network early. Colorado-Houston will be the 5:30 game, so that's going to get out of the way. And then Kansas State and Arizona interests me, and how Danny Gonzalez and that defense handle that Kansas State offense. I'm interested in that. That's on an hour earlier, and then you're going to stand alone in the late window. You'll be the last game standing. So 505-246-0610. How do you feel about that tonight? Tell you how I feel about my yard. Have I told you that lately? How much I love the way my yard's front and back look? It's because LaBarge Landscape came and took care of me, because it got away from me a little bit because I travel. I'm not real good at it. I don't love the yard work. It got away. I needed a cleanup. I needed a sprinkler system overhaul. I just needed some help, and now I love my yard. My grass had gone dead in a lot of places because the sprinkler system was bad, and whatever. You care about that as much as you care about my fantasy football team, right? They reseeded. They fixed my sprinkler system. They cleaned up my yard. I love being back there now. The front looks great, too. You want something you can be proud of? Something that you can enjoy for years? Call LaBarge Landscape. They will make it happen for you as well. Licensed, bonded, and insured. That means they will do what they say they're going to do, and they're going to do it incredibly well. They over-deliver and under-promise. They've been doing it for 32 years in this market. They've won the hearts of consumers, customers, dreaming about gorgeous landscapes all around our area. 80-plus years of experience over there. Family-owned, family-run. I love what they do. Maybe you got a pretty good idea what you want your backyard, your front yard to look like, your landscape. Call LaBarge. They'll get it done. Maybe you don't really have an idea. You just know you want something done. Talk to them. Have their design team come out. They will create something that is stunning for you that you and your family are going to love for years. I don't care if it's a xeriscape to a putting green to a retaining wall to a water feature to whatever it is. They will do all of that. New sod, sprinkler system. We get great weather all around the calendar. You enjoy your outside space all year long. Love it. Call them. You'll get years of enjoyment from this landscape transformation. LaBarge Landscape. Go online. Look at their gallery. LaBargeLandscape.net. All the pictures are up there. LaBarge. LaBargeLandscape.net. Then call them at 505-345-3000. Have them come out and take a look and make an appointment. Get started. It's LaBarge Landscape. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's LaBarge Landscape.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls.
Free. It's all ages. It's at Holiday Park Community Center. If you want to register, call Josh Kearns today at 505-450-6405. That's 505-450-6405. I'm going to have some fun playing hoops this weekend. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Hey, JJ, text line asked the question, who do you think Donovan Dent is cheering for tonight, Lobos or Bruins? I'm going to guess Bruins. He probably knows nobody associated with Lobo basketball. Right? I mean, the former Lobo guard who's now playing for UCLA. I mean, he's got to be rooting for UCLA, right? That's his new school. He's got his girlfriend's still here from what I have no idea. You want to call him and ask him? Hey, man, who you rooting for tonight? Which fight song you sing? Do you know the Bruins fight song yet? Hail to the Bruins of Westwood, wearing blue and gold. You know that song? You don't know that one yet?
Not yet.
Oh, come on. I guess it's not. With the 3 fight songs everybody know would be USC, Notre Dame, and Michigan. Are those the three, like everybody knows those? Do you know those three? Like, would you be able to identify them?
Yes.
Right? I think everybody knows those three. And then the rest are like, you know yours. Yeah. Not UCLA. I guess I grew up in that town. That's why I know. All right. What else are you telling me today? Lars is loving these Friday night games. You can watch Global football in the warm comfort of your living room because it's freezing outside without killing all day Saturday. He didn't say that. I added the freezing part. You can go Halloween shopping tomorrow or watch more intriguing games on TV. All right, Lars, enjoy it. Look at that. How about somebody who doesn't hate something? All right, that's good.
The one game I was hoping would be on a Saturday.
Is it? Why?
I wanted to watch Cleveland Las Cruces, man.
Yeah.
Super intrigued by that game.
I'd have loved to have done that game. I missed out on that. I didn't get in on time on that game. I'd have loved to call that. Harold is pissed. So Lobo, up until like last evening, New Mexico was one of two schools in Division I whose women's soccer and women's volleyball teams were undefeated. No more. Women's volleyball lost to Portland State. Harold's pissed. Lobo volleyball should be better than this, Jeff. They lost to a Portland State club that was 289 RPI coming into the contest. The strength of schedule is not strong enough to absorb a quad 4 loss. You're right, Harold. It's not. And should they be better than that? Probably. But you are what your record says you are. You know what I'm saying? So, got that for you as well. All right, let me start. Well, we're kind of coming up on it. Coming up in the next segment, I want to hit some of this. Dak against the Giants. I got Dak, this was yesterday. I didn't even ask you this because I took it as a no-brainer. Kyler or Dak tomorrow. Kyler at home against Carolina. Dak against the Giants, who Dak always does well against the Giants.
That streak that Dak Prescott has is very impressive against New York Giants.
Tell you that when we come back next. We got to get into what's going on quarterback-wise in San Francisco and what happens there going forward because, well, something's going to happen. And this has been there all week. We haven't hit this. What C.J. Stroud said coming out of the loss, and this was a little bit stunning from the Houston quarterback coming off of a loss to the Rams. So I want to get into those storylines in the NFL, talk to you. We got a sweet deal. Nick Nee, the director of golf at the San Diego Golf Club, coming up at 8:30 this morning. Stan Hubbard, the owner of the Ice Wolves, as they open up their season, will be with us at 9. It's the opening drive on a Friday. And, yes, we shall ho at some point today. He is J.J. Buck. I am merely Jeff Symbieta, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone. leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action.
And the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Week 2 of the NFL's coming right at you. It started yesterday. Packers beat the Commandos 27-18 in Wisconsin. Jordan Love threw for 292 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Tucker Kraft, a Jason Eck disciple, had 6 catches, 124 yards. The injuries, Jaden Reed, the receiver for the Packers, broken collarbone. He's going to be out, quote, for a while. And then Austin Eckler, the running back for Washington, went down with what appears to be an Achilles, and probably Bill. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, the former Lobo and Arizona Wildcat, will be the number 1 back there. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and J.J. Buck. Lots to do this weekend in the National Football League. Cowboys and Giants. So the Dak Prescott number on him is pretty insane. Dak Prescott has won his last 13 starts against the Giants. I think he lost his first game against them and hasn't lost since. So if the Cowboys beat the Giants on Sunday, it'll be 14 in a row. It'll be the second longest winning streak for a quarterback against one opponent in NFL history. He owns them. The longest, you ask? Bob Greasy of the Dolphins won 17 in a row against the Bills from 68 to 79. That's the all-time mark. That's why I'm thinking, dude, I mean, you almost got to play Dak, but I'm leaning Kyler. Which way would you go?
Standard.
Kyler?
Standard scoring for quarterback?
6.
6-point passing touchdown?
Yeah. No, that league, I'm sorry. That league is, that's standard. That's 4 points. That's 4 points.
think that sways me to Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning Kyler. That's the league I didn't play Tucker Craft, so I'll make the wrong decision. It's a pretty amazing run, though, isn't it?
That is really impressive for a division opponent.
Yeah.
And the whole, well, it doesn't beat good teams. Like, division games are tough, and you can run down the list of all these divisions because you're playing these teams over and over and over again. And that is a very impressive streak for Dak Prescott and the Cowboys.
You saw last week, and I thought Dak played well. The numbers didn't show it. But the drop passes really took away from some of his productivity in his numbers. The CeeDee Lamb dropped 3 of them. It was his first 3-drop game since Week 13 last year against the Giants, according to the stats. Quote, this CeeDee Lamb now, I didn't get any rest really that whole weekend. Again, that's the competitor that I am and how much I'm true to the game as far as being honest and just giving everything I got because I do love this game. I love this squad, and I love the guys that I do it with. Is for me, just holding my end of the bargain, just pulling through for the guys. What is that? So he's blaming it. He didn't sleep well, so he didn't catch the ball. What am I hearing here?
It was eating at him.
So he didn't sleep afterwards or beforehand?
Yeah, the weekend.
Well, the whole weekend. Like
they played Thursday.
Oh yeah, fair. Okay, fair. All right, that's fine.
So I think he's
thinking they played
kind of putting that on himself.
Yeah.
Down at the end.
All right, I'm down with that. All right, yeah, I was listening. I'm thinking they played Sunday. You didn't get to sleep all weekend, so okay, well, that makes way more sense. All right, let me do this. Good phone. 505-246-0610. Rudy, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Good day, Rudy.
Good day. So, about the the Idaho State win.
Yeah.
I was fine with it. I told anybody who would listen because I watched the UNLV Idaho State game, and Idaho State they were up by 14 late in that game. I mean, UNLV really had to put the pedal to the metal to pull that one out, and they ended up with an 8-point win, right?
Yeah, but they also they didn't have their quarterback this week and their top 2 running backs, and I think that's all that going in made people think, you got to blow them out of the field.
That's when you get beat. When you think that because they don't have their best, you're going to get your best shot from everybody. Let's face it, this isn't a storied program like Michigan where Idaho State's coming in going, oh, my God, we've got to play Michigan in the big house.
That's correct.
So we as Lobo fans, I know there's some that do, but I don't look down my nose at any opponent. I don't care who they are. I don't care if it's, the Sisters of the Poor. You have to play football. And I think after that 98-yard, which was an impressive drive to start the game after the interception by Murphy, I think it's human nature to relax. And we thought, we got this. And all of a sudden, Idaho State found their stride. So what UNM has to do tonight is play the game the way that Coach Eck has coached them, and they have a shot. There's a couple of things that UCLA doesn't have going for them. Their defensive line and offensive line have been inconsistent. Can UNM exploit that? I hope so. Meanwhile, we got to keep them get off the field on third down.
That's big.
And convert third downs. So
yep.
It's going to be huge. And if you can make UCLA nervous at home, but let's face it, if there's 30,000 people there tonight, I think it'll be a miracle. I even toyed with the idea if I didn't have to go to, your event last night, which I wouldn't miss for the world,
Sorry,
Jeff,
man.
and I'll get to that in a second.
Sorry,
but,
I kept you away from that.
I was thinking of just hopping in the car and it's a drive, but it's not an impossible drive. I have a couple of friends that left last night, so they'll be at the Rose Bowl. And since I've been there, it's not like a bucket list that I have to go to the Rose Bowl. But people who haven't been, it's the Rose Bowl, man. It's an impressive facility, and it's going to be maybe a third full.
Yeah. If a third, yeah.
Yeah. And last night, I brought you a couple of new people. Hopefully they'll join the board.
Yeah.
I think we have just an amazing event. 20 years, Jeff. I've met so many amazing people from this bowl experience that it's just so satisfying that we have an event like this in Albuquerque. And I don't know if you get enough credit, but I want to make sure I always give you a shout-out because you worked tirelessly to make this a really nice bowl. And everybody that I've talked to, and a lot of coaches have been to a lot of other bowls.
Yep.
And they just rave about the hospitality that we're able to extend to these teams that come in.
I appreciate you, man. Enjoy the weekend, Rudy. Thank you for the kind words. We had our first Isleta, New Mexico Bowl stakeholder event last night. kind of kick off our 20th anniversary season. And, really good people involved. And I don't need credit, to be honest with you. I got a great group of people with whom I work. And I'm good, man. I don't need credit. I just love seeing this thing thrive. Hey, he's talking about UCLA. JJ, I haven't read all these stories. But let me read you the headlines in the Los Angeles Times about UCLA football. This from the past week. So today is the 12th. Is that correct? So I don't even see a story on UCLA football in the Times today, and it's game day. Okay, that should tell you something. 2 days ago, quote, I just feel disinterested, end quote. Mass roster turnover stymies UCLA fan engagement. Okay. The day before, the numbers represent a catch 0-2 as UCLA's struggles extend to every phase of the game. The 8th, UCLA unlocked. Someone must take accountability for this dreadful football product. Also on the 8th, UCLA backup quarterback Pierce Clarkson arrested, booked on suspicion of felony assault charges. 2 days before, UCLA's loss to UNLV showcases its plethora of problems once again. September 3rd, think attendance is bad at the Rose Bowl? It may be worse than you imagine. These are the headlines, dude. I haven't read all the stories, but that's what they're saying about UCLA football in LA. And I don't even see a story posted today on game day as a pregame story. A mention of New Mexico. I mean, you think it's tough here? I don't even know which one you think is which story would you want to read first?
Yeah, get in line and run it down. So they're writing about the frustrations. People are not showing up.
Rudy's not wrong that there may 30,000 tonight. It's a Friday night. Now, granted, it's not a 6 o'clock start, so getting to the Rose Bowl, Pasadena, if you're not familiar with LA, it's it's east and inland a little bit. It's not near UCLA's campus. It's just not. Westwood is not Pasadena. I don't know what they do to shuttle students to the Rose Bowl for games. I have no idea what they do. But it's not like, UNM's on South Campus. It's not that hard to get there. Michigan's in the middle of campus, right? SC, the Coliseum is kind of right next to campus. This isn't anywhere near. And they're 0-2, and they lost to UNLV, and they're playing New Mexico, and it's a Friday night. And it's LA, and there's a lot to do.
See how that would be a tough sell.
Yeah. Look, the crowd's not going to be good, as Rudy said. Look, I've been to the Rose Bowl, 4 Rose Bowls. I've been there for a UCLA game. It's not the same thing. It's worth going to the venue if you've never been to the venue. It's a really cool venue, but don't expect the Rose Bowl experience. Don't expect, if you're going tonight, like if you're flying out today, don't expect what you see on New Year's Day. The San Gabriel Mountains right there in the background and that beautiful sunset and packed crowd. And it's the great and daddy of them all. Oh, Nilly. I mean, it's a little different. But it's still that venue, and it's still really cool. And I was there, when I used to go a lot when Troy Danoff played. He was the starting center. He played at La Cueva. Really tight with the Danoff family, and would go out for games there. And they'd get about 60,000 for a game there, which was good. In a 100,000 seat stadium, it doesn't feel that much, right? But 60,000 is still 60,000 people. But tonight might be different. But JJ, they're getting beat up. UCLA is just getting beat up. This goes one way or the other for them tonight too, by the way. They lose tonight, and that thing falls apart. They win tonight. They get Northwestern next week. They can get to 2-2 before they get Penn State. It's a big one for them too.
No doubt.
It's a really big one for UCLA. This is a turning point game for them and for Deshaun Foster, because if they lose this one, that thing falls apart. You're going to get their best tonight, that's for sure. Is their best good enough to beat your best? I think it's kind of a fascinating watch tonight. I got a sweet deal coming up for you. Nick Nee's going to be with us, the director of golf at San Diego Golf Club, coming up at 8:30. You're welcome to get in at 505-246-0610. I got a jeweler, and I'm stoked about it, and they should be your jeweler as well. John Thomas Jewelers is the best jewelry store in New Mexico, period, and been voted one of the coolest jewelry stores in all of Albuquerque, or all of America. Why? Well, they do great. First of all, you're going to notice the second you walk in, it's just different. But what they've done with the no regrets engagement ring is just phenomenal. How do you know she's going to love the ring when you get engaged? Like, guys, remember, if you've already done this, remember the nerves? I hope she loves the ring. There's no way you know. She might love you, but maybe she doesn't love the ring. Well, hey, listen to this. At John Thomas Jewelers, any ring you design with them, and look, they've got 3,000 of them out there right now that you can look at, but if you don't like what they have or it's not exactly what you want, you can design a ring. You'll see it in 3D. They'll preview it for you in 3D printed wax before they put it in precious metals. If she wants something different, you've got an entire year to redesign that ring after you propose. There's no penalty, not even a custom-made ring. Nobody does this. Their rings come with a free lifetime nationwide warranty, all of them. They're diamonds. You can't find them better, brighter, more beautiful anywhere. They hand-select these diamonds in Antwerp, Belgium, which is the diamond capital of the world. They go there every year to do this. It's the no regrets engagement ring. It is exclusively at John Thomas Jewelers. Go by and see them. They're on the third floor of the Lewis University building. It's on Louisiana, 1 block south of Banal, right across from the Coronado Mall. You'll understand why they've been voted the best jeweler in Albuquerque for 5 straight years, why they've been voted one of the coolest jewelry stores in all of America, and why they're my jewelry store. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is an intense. This goes back to New York. Giants are just a game and a half out of the final wild card. The Mets are clinging to that. Wild card, Cubs and Padres are pretty secure right now in the wild card of the National League. Mets are a game and a half better than the Giants and the Reds. What the Reds? The sneaky little Reds hanging around. Dodgers-Giants should be good this week. The bummer is for baseball, and I love baseball. Believe me. Watched it all week. Man, when you hit Saturday and Sunday, it's hard to get over there and watch you some baseball. Like next week's going to be the Ryder Cup, too.
Yeah, it's just the reality of the baseball season. The regular season gets lost on the weekends, and it comes back postseason. It's the flows of the sports calendar. Like football takes over on the weekend.
Next weekend you get Ryder Cup too, right? So I like next weekend I know I'm going to be on my back anyway and laying there. But I get Ryder Cup, I get all the footy and the baseball. American League wild card, it's the Yankees and the Red Sox. Relatively comfortable, although I wouldn't say secure. Houston's holding on to the last spot, and the Rangers are 2 games back. You say, wait, Houston, weren't they? Seattle has caught them and tied, and as the tiebreaker right now, atop the American League West. I think that the American League playoffs are going to be fascinating. Because did you see what Detroit just did to the Yankees this week? Detroit went in and manhandled the Yankees. Beat the crap out of them. And now, I love Detroit. I love their pitching. I love the momentum Seattle has. And then what Toronto has been all year.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. And then you throw the Yankees, Red Sox, all that in there. The American League is going to be really, really fun. All right, got a sweet deal for you, and it's one of your favorites. Go to our website, sportsanimalabq.com. Click on the sweet deal icon and do it at 9 o'clock because they go quickly. It is one of your favorite, and it is Jersey Mike's for just $30. You get $60 to spend. on your favorite yummy subs. It's still summer at Jersey Mike's. You can join the Mike's Club, and everything you buy adds Shore points to earn free subs. Davis here. First of all, thank you.
Let's go. Good morning.
What's up, man? How you living?
Oh, you already know, one sub at a time, baby.
Is that?
That's.
So was this one sub, or was this like cut into?
I mean, that was cut with a whole lot of love.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And I feel the love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of meat and cheese.
Yeah, it makes my tummy yummy.
I mean, it makes the hairs on people's neck curl up a little bit.
It's not the
could
ones
just...
on your head. Because when you're lacking the hairs on your head.
Yeah. If you rub the vinegar and the oil, I don't know. I've heard stories,
I've tried
man.
it. Yeah, it doesn't work.
No.
I tried it all. I quit trying. I kind of embraced it.
Yeah.
You know,
you just have to adapt it.
Look, man. Old, fat, bald guys with a little bit of rap. I'm just saying. And you know, you got a good shaped head. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You guys are killing it. And again, thank you for breakfast. You got a lot going on. This is everybody's out doing tailgating now. They're going to events.
Yes.
You guys kill it for that.
Yes. So we have, obviously, it's football season, guys. So catering boxes, let us cater for you guys. We have the catering boxes that feed 8 to 10 people, assorted sandwiches. You know, it comes with 12 small mini sandwiches, you know.
So what is that about?
That's exactly what that is. That's a mini right there.
Yeah, what is that, 4 inches, 5 inches, 6
inches? That's 5.5 inches right there of a lot of loving.
Yeah, a lot of love.
A lot of love. A lot of meat and cheese as well. So we got catering boxes. So let us cater for you. No dishwashing, no kitchen cleaning. All of the above. Let us do that for you.
What you get? What sandwich did you get, dude?
I got the same one as
I
you.
think he was eyeballing the club sub.
Yeah, you got the same one. We both got the 8.
Nice.
It's good. How many locations? Where are you
so
guys?
we have 11 locations: Rio Rancho, Santa Fe, Las Cruces, 6 in Albuquerque, Los Lunas. But most important thing as well, guys, every Monday as of September 8th, every Monday is free delivery. So if you log on to the app, download the app, get your points, and every Monday until the 30th, we get free delivery. And then also a cool thing before we forget, obviously we're big on being a part of the community. We have fundraisers coming up. We've actually partnered up with a local soccer club, NMSA. We're going to be doing a fundraiser for the girls next Wednesday on the 17th at our Jersey Mike's off of Holly Avenue, off of Paseo and San Pedro area. Ish. And then we also have another one that's going to be on the 26th, which is a Friday. That one's for our New Mexico Rapids boys soccer team, ECNL. So, guys, show up.
So some of the proceeds go to help them, right?
Yes. So 15%.
So it's Wednesday and Friday next week.
Wednesday. So it's Wednesday the 17th and then the 26th, which is a Friday.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. So stop by. You guys talk about the fundraiser. Let's help, give back to the community. Let's help take care of these guys, take it to the next level. And, that's what we're all about, man.
Beautiful. I'm super stoked. Again, thank you for breakfast. It's Jersey Mike's. It's your sweet deal. And, look, it goes quick. Put it in your timer. Put it in your phone. And then go to our website, sportsanimалabq.com. Do it at 9 o'clock, maybe 8:59. See if they'll let you in a minute early. Because these things go within about 3 minutes. They gone. It's $60 worth of lovin' in a bunnin'. And
lovin' in a bunnin'.
Is that not
right?
right?
That's a good one. I mean lovin' a loaf.
Lovin' a loaf? You like loaf?
Loaf.
I mean, you can go lovin' a loaf.
Yeah.
Lovin' a bun?
Yeah. I think we can embrace
fun
both.
Lovin' in a bunnin'?
Yeah.
Fun is, you get $30. You spend 30, you get 60 to spend, and you get $60 of loving in a bun. Over at Jersey Mike's. Enjoy yourself, David. Always great to see you. And again, thank you for
pleasure.
breakfast. Coming up next, Nick Nee's with us. He's the director of golf at the San Diego Golf Club. It is a week away from the Ryder Cup, and we got the New Mexico Open next week. He's next to the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The aroma of chili is in the air.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
High school sports are
Napa this week. They're preparing for the Ryder Cup. They all are together up in Napa with Captain Keegan. And they talked about how they're playing, what they're doing, how they're bonding. Keegan Bradley said, I think the players knew it was important to come up here. The Ryder Cup means everything to them. We talk a lot behind the scenes of how much it means to us, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to be prepared. Bryson DeChambeau, Xander Schauffele, Justin Thomas, Russell Henley, Colin Morikawa, they were all there. So that's 2 weeks away, and they're up in Napa. Of course, the European team. I mean, their European team's loaded too. Rahm, McIlroy, Oberg, Aberg. I mean Højgaard, Oberg. They're loaded. So we're gonna try to get a hold of Nick, and we'll get you a golf tip as well. Ryder Cup is and you sent this to me. Ryder Cup is September 26th or the 20th. Yeah, I was wrong on next week. It's not next week. It's the week after that. All right, 505-246-0610, 888-922-0610. I'll hit some of the stuff that you're in on. Bourne says 4 for 17, 4 carries for 17 yards. Can we quit hyping Arizona's Bob now? From Bourne. Actually, Bourne, I think he's going to get more hype now. Bill will. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt is now probably going to be the number one back if he wasn't already trending that way. They ran the ball 4 times. It's not like, I don't know. Okay, first of all, that's over 4 yards a carry. That's like 4 carries for 17 yards isn't horrible. Now, he only got 4 carries. Austin Eckler then went down with what appears to be a season-ending Achilles. So Bob, as you refer to him, or Bill, as others refer to him, is going to get more hype. No, we probably cannot quit hyping Arizona's Bob right now. You give me that look.
So bitter for me.
I don't know, man. Because he's Arizona's Bob and not New Mexico's Bill. I don't know. I told you I was reading something, some fantasy football. We read way too much of that crap. And there was a Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. This was last week. And Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who refers to himself as Bob, and then it goes, no, not really. Only you and Bourne refer to him as Bob. No, not really. Dan says, Juan Jose unavailable. Jeffrey, who will be doing the pregame show with Nedward Abraham James? I think it's you, right? You doing pregame tomorrow? I mean, tonight?
Doing pregame tonight, yeah.
Tonight? Yeah. Yeah, Dan, he's available, unless you know something he doesn't know.
Kind of ominous.
Yeah, it's weird. Lobo Hobo says, get off my rocks. Jeff, did I just hear JJ complain about the schedule and post times?
You've drawn me in. I've succumbed to the emails and texts.
Yeah, when you said I kind of wish the game was on Saturday so you could have gone out and seen the Rio Rancho. I'm sorry, the Cleveland Las Cruces game. Lobo Hobo has you as complaining about the schedule.
Life, man. We all have our schedules.
Yeah. I imagine. And then, who is this? Mike sent me this link about Julian Edelman talking about Bill Belichick. And really it was a lot about Jordan Hudson, his girlfriend, who I guess is always going to be 24. She's been like, they refer to her as 24-year-old Jordan Hudson for like the last 3 years now. I don't know how old she really is, but she'll always be 24 as he continues to get older.
Feeling 22.
Julian Edelman's now got a mic in front of him, and so he's got to have an opinion. He played his entire career for Bill Belichick. Julian Edelman was a good receiver. He was talking to People magazine, and he is calling Jordan Hudson a distraction. And he said all these years, it will quote, everyone has their life outside the sport. What Belichick always told me is that we had to eliminate distractions. So I don't know. You could take what you want with that. And he was asked, well, do you think that she is a distraction? And he says, I remember getting yelled at for being a distraction. So I think we're all in the business of eliminating distractions. That's just what I learned from him. I don't know, man. So if his girlfriend was 54 instead of 24, would it be a distraction?
Distraction is the sideline presence constantly, and the fact that there's always something she's saying about that program, what they're doing, what they need.
Well, dude, so it's a clear bag policy. So like this article talks about her clear bag and the bunched up papers in there that have highlighters, and photographers are trying to like zoom in and get pictures of what does it say. So they're like looking through her clear bag purse, or clear, like you understand clear bags. And I guess there's crumpled up papers in there. And photographers are, it's like, meanwhile, Hudson and her outfits turned heads at the Tar Heels' first 2 games of the season. As she supported her boyfriend for the first 2 games, she wore a see-through purse. She wore a see-through purse that was filled with crumpled up papers. Some of the papers, as seen in multiple photos, captured from various angles, appear to have highlighted words, though they couldn't be made out clearly.
Is it a game plan?
What are we doing? She's wearing a see-through. Wait, whoa, see-through. Oh, a see-through purse. No, she has a clear bag, which every stadium freaking requires. Okay, you can't go in with a purse anymore. So she has a clear bag. And oh my goodness, she's got crumpled up papers. And did you see it? And they had highlights on them. And what are we doing? Like honestly, what are we doing? All right, 505-246-0610. We're going to talk some hockey coming up at the top of the hour. We're going to talk with Stan Hubbard, who's the owner of the New Mexico Ice Wolves, who open up their season tonight against Amarillo. Get out and watch some hockey. I think you'll enjoy that. We'll host some point today. We got a 3-for-all I got to work on as well. So we'll do all of that as we continue to go through the show. All right, I got this chair. I want you to go to our Facebook page, the OD and the AM, and look. There's a video of me getting surprised by Mike Waring, who's the owner of Mustang Home Goods. He made me this chair with the Zleta New Mexico Bowl logo in it. It is now a corner piece in my office. It is usable art, and you can have a stunning piece or pieces of furniture in your home or your business as well. What I would suggest, you go to MustangHomeGoods.com, look at some of the stuff that Mike does, and then book a consultation with him. It's beautiful. It's a personal connection. This isn't just go buy furniture. This is telling your story in your home. They do living room, dining room, bedroom. It's usable art that is comfortable, that is beautiful, that is unique. You're always looking for that gift, aren't you, for the holiday season? That is unique, something that he or she doesn't have. I promise you he or she does not have this. Get in early because it takes some time to make these custom pieces. I love the chair that Mike made for me. It has become literally a talking point in my office, and it's insanely comfortable. Go to our Facebook page, the OD and the AM. See what he made for me. Then go to their website, MustangHomeGoods.com. Look, Mike's a retired Navy officer. He pours his heart into creating custom furniture for people of all shapes and all sizes. He'll make a piece to fit you. He uses adjustable ergonomics. So if you got like an injury and you need a custom piece to help, that's what he does. This isn't just furniture, it's usable art. Visit MustangHomeGoods.com. Schedule a design consultation with Mike. Tell your story in your home. It's Mustang Home Goods.
This report is sponsored by...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, The question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows.
Find it on ProView Networks. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki.
Sports Animal.
Footy tonight over on News Radio KKOB. Lobos and the UCLA Bruins, 7 o'clock pregame from the Rose Bowl, 8 o'clock-ish kickoff. Robert Portnoy, Dontrell Moore will have the call from the Rose Bowl. Meanwhile, over on AM 1050 KTBL and 94.5 FM, the Pit. Top 2 high school teams in the state go at each other out of Rio Rancho. Cleveland will host Las Cruces in what should be a great one. And you can hear that over on KTBL, the Pit, and KTBL and the Pit. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. I don't know why I've gone down this rabbit hole, but I have this morning. And I got 2 themes come. I found this UCLA message board. Just kind of trying to figure out, because I've read you earlier all the headlines in the LA Times this week, last week and a half about UCLA, and how they're killing them, and where the fans. Just kind of try to get an idea where the fans are. Not that message boards really give you that. You're going to find 2 themes that we talk about in the first paragraph here. So this guy says this game will dictate whether any form of turnaround is even possible. NM State, that's who the Bruins, or this Bruin fan thinks they're playing. NM State is a lesser program, and we should beat them easily. But if we struggle, then it's downhill from here. This is a moment where a team says 50-7 is the only option. Anything less than a blowout is meaningless with the upcoming schedule. They could not play any worse, and it's time to change everything and see a different result. I have seen teams start off horribly and recover, so now is the moment. Got 2 themes in there, don't we? Doesn't know who the hell New Mexico or New Mexico State, doesn't know the difference. Doesn't know who they're playing. And if we don't win big, if we only win by 10, then
not good enough.
It's not good enough.
UCLA. Yeah. You got to win this game by 40.
Who does UCLA think they are good enough to,
UCLA football, where your head coaches leave you to be coordinator.
That's correct.
At another college.
That's correct.
Chip Kelly was like, I don't want to be the head coach here. I'm going to be the OC at Ohio State.
Get way more money.
It was a good move.
Now
he's back in the NFL.
Yeah.
But come on, man.
Yeah. He went and got more money, didn't have to deal with the media, turned himself into now a $6.5 million coordinator in the NFL. Chip Kelly's doing okay. But yeah, he left you as a head coach to go be an offensive coordinator. And it's not like he left UTSA or New Mexico or San Diego State to go be a coordinator. He left a Big Ten program. You forget they're in the Big Ten, man. That's a Big Ten program. One guy was saying they need to go back to the Pac-8 and play the Beavers in San Diego State and Fresno State. I mean, that's where some of them are with that. UCLA in that basketball league would be pretty interesting, by the way, with Gonzaga, San Diego State.
Hey, now.
I'm just saying. But, yeah, that's where they are. They don't even know who they're playing. I just found two little nuggets in that one little post that I thought was very, very interesting to me. Lobo fan, what do you think tonight? What do you like tonight? Huh? Do you like the Lobos to win? Do you like the Lobos to cover? What's going to be we talked about going to Michigan, and we talked about what would be acceptable wasn't the word. What did you feel would be a good trip? I don't think anybody expected you to win at Michigan. By the way, it's been bet all the way down to 14.5. The money's all coming in on New Mexico. Wasn't it 16.5 2 days ago? I know it was. Who else you like tonight? You like Colorado at Houston? That entertains me a bit. Eddie Nunez's Houston Cougars against Dion. Houston's 2-0. That's actually a good watch tonight. To see what Colorado does there tonight. You get Indiana as well. They're playing Indiana State if you want to find that on the Big Ten Network. And then Danny Gonzalez and the defense at Arizona, they are started out 2-0. Big one against Kansas State. They've beaten Hawaii and Weber State. I understand who they played. Danny's defense has given up 9 points in 2 games. And Hawaii scored some points, right? In their games now, they played Stanford where they put up 23 and they put up 37 against Sam Houston. I don't know if I'm ready to buy into, hey, look what that defense is doing. All I know is 9 points in 2 games is pretty good, right? No matter who you're playing. They'll get a test tonight. Kansas State is 1-2. They lost that opener, remember, in Ireland to Iowa State, 24-21. They lost to Army last week, 24-21. Kind of got a win game for Kansas State. Feels like I don't know, I don't want to say turn the quarter game for Arizona tonight, but Arizona's got to find, like, they got to win this year. And with Iowa State, well, they got Oklahoma State after that. This feels like the game that might tilt them whether or not they're bowl eligible, huh? If they can start out 3-0, beat Oklahoma State, Houston, Colorado are beatable, Cincinnati's beatable. There's games down there. This is a big game for Arizona tonight, isn't it?
Yes. They're super intriguing, just being one of those teams that don't necessarily think they can win the Big 12, but throw their name in that race. They have a good quarterback. The defense, as you've discussed, they can take a step forward because I think it's wide open. I'm a really big Utah fan. I do think that's the best team. But, Arizona State is solid. I think Arizona could then kind of move their name into that conversation.
Yeah. All right, we're going to talk a little hockey when we get back. Stan Hubbard's going to be with us. He is the owner of the New Mexico Ice Wolves. Hockey returns to the Duke City tonight. They open up at the Outpost tonight against Amarillo. Catch up with Stan, what he's done and what they got going out there, how you can get to games and the details and all of that, because it's a great product. And I enjoy it a lot. I know everybody who goes out there does. You will when you get out there. We'll talk to Stan next on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game.
Opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, it gets started tonight, and it is a tremendous, tremendous time and a wonderful product. And by the way, that's hockey, and it's fun. If you've been there, you get it. If you haven't, well, you should. Ice Wolves hockey starts the 25-26 season. Tonight, they are home at the Outpost Ice Arena. It is New Mexico Ice Wolves hockey against the Amarillo Wranglers. Opening drive. Thanks for finding us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Not only do they still have the best logo in the history of any sport in the state of New Mexico, they put on an incredibly fun product. And the Outpost has become just a really, really cool place to go. The owner of the Ice Wolves is Stan Hubbard, and he joins us this morning on the Sports Animal. Good morning, Stan. Happy opening day. How you living?
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
We're really good. Thank you. First of all, congratulations on all the success. I remember when you started this thing up, I don't know, how many years is this now? Because I know time
started in 2019, so this is the start of our 7th season.
That's incredible. Yeah, it's so cool and to watch what's become. And I was out there a few times last year and just love the product. Is it become what you envisioned it to become? It's junior hockey. It's a high level of junior hockey. These young men, and as we let people understand, live with billet families. But is the product, is the whole thing become what you envisioned?
It certainly is on the way, and it is, and it's a long way toward that. And don't confuse junior hockey with youth hockey. These are players, guys, 18, 19, 20 years old. They are some of the best players in the country in their age group, really from all over the world, because they really do come from all over the world. And these are guys trying to make the step to college hockey. Because remember, Division I college hockey, there's only 62 teams, very different than every other sport. So players they don't go from high school to college hockey. You play junior hockey. It's not youth hockey. These guys are battling. They're not even wearing face masks, most of them, and they're battling for their teams. They're battling for their community, but they're really battling for a spot on the college hockey roster, and they leave nothing behind. So it is really super fun to watch, and it is pure hockey.
And off of last year's squad, right? You had 2 guys commit to Division I hockey, and I think 4 players go Division III.
I don't remember the numbers from last year, but we've had the majority of our players go to college hockey over time, and we do get a bunch going to Division I. But remember they got 62 teams. There really are between kind of 4 leagues. There's probably 100 teams of guys that are trying to get there. So it's not a sure path. But Division III hockey in the NCAA is. Man, it is barely a step behind what Division I is. So, all these guys are getting to college hockey, and they're just having a great time. But the bigger thing that, we did in the vision here was bringing in this high level of hockey allowed us to really help grow the game of hockey in New Mexico. So we have growing numbers of kids, boys and girls in the program of every age. We have more and more kids learning how to skate. But, man, you come on out to the Outpost tonight, tomorrow night, Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock, and, you'll really see what the fun is. Bring your kids. They want to skate and watch a game. They can do that too, right? It's really a super fun place. It's family friendly, and it's all the excitement you can imagine.
Dan Hubbard's with us. He's the owner of the New Mexico Ice Wolves. They open up tonight, tomorrow, and then Sunday afternoon. The Outpost Ice Arena up on Tramway, up near the County Line Barbecue. How do you describe it? Right before Tramway turns, right there at the very top.
Yeah, you come up Tramway from 25, and just as you pass the County Line Barbecue, it's right on the left side.
Stan, you mentioned the youth involvement, what you're seeing with the kids, but just the overall community impact and community involvement with the team. How have you seen that grow?
It just continues to grow, right? We've got a bunch of really great sponsors, marketing partners. We have a lot of kids in the program, families. We have figure skaters. There's curling up at the Outpost. Everybody comes together. And really the nice thing about these kids that get involved in youth hockey, there's tremendous peer pressure. It's good peer pressure. They stay in it. They stay out of other things. And these young players that are playing on the Ice Wolves go out and help them, teach them skills, teach them practices. Kids watch these older kids, how they behave, how they carry themselves, how they pick up something when they walk by. And it's just a really, really, really great dynamic. When you think of some of the great sponsors and partners, right, tonight there's a mini stick giveaway. Valley O'Clarican, Zamora and Harris Law Firm giving those. Magnet schedules for fans to take home tomorrow night. U.S. Foods has made Dollar Hot Dog Night possible. So bring the whole family out and have a dinner for $5, right? It's pretty good.
It's really good.
And after the 2 o'clock game on Sunday, it's a meet and greet with the players. So there's always something going on out there. It's always fun. And we love to see new fans. I know, Jeff, you brought your daughter last year or the year before. She'd never seen a hockey game, and I think you told me she's a fan now.
Stan, you'd love this. I meant to forward this to you. Like literally 2 days ago, she sent me a text, and she was elated because she got season tickets, a half pack of season tickets for Michigan hockey, and in large part because of what you did, like having her out there. It's like the season openers when it's like literally season openers when Nora's in town. I'm going to snag an extra ticket, but it's like big news. I got hockey tickets. She's super stoked.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Well, tell her to have fun with it and enjoy it. But it's true. If someone comes and sees hockey live and in person, they're immediately converted. They're a fan. The kids want to play. They want to get out and skate. They want to try it, and you just can't miss. So we love to see new fans and new families come on out and just experience what live hockey's all about.
Have you felt about just the stability, the growth the league, as where you guys sit, just in terms of the development ladder?
The league is fabulous, right? It's really well run. It's really balanced. There are no teams that dominate this league. Every game is a battle. Every game is a fight for the playoffs.
Get special lease offers on select new Soteri V models before the
Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas.
From every sport, including all MMA. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
You followed him from the first day he signed with the team. You remember the day he poured in 63 points? The night he played a sold-out concert to 30,000 people. The day he gave his infamous speech. That's why you believe in heroes. That's why you remember and collect their memorabilia. All in Autographs, where you can meet some of the greats, collect some of the greats, and share your own legacy. Visit All In Autographs, where you can celebrate the great and have your own piece of history.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red.
Arizona. But I'll take that 1.5 points. I think Kansas State's going to win that game.
Okay.
I looked at, Arizona is improved. They were only 2-7 last year in the Big 12. Both their games they've had so far were at home against Hawaii and Weber State. And, yeah, they limited. They're showing good defense, but Kansas State's just a different level than what they've played so far.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I like Kansas State in that game. UNM.
That's the same Kansas State that lost to Army last week, right? You know that, right?
Yeah, they lost to Army, but but Iowa State. Now that was the first game of the year. I get that, and Iowa State's no pushover, and they I think they only lost by 3 points. I think it's 24-21 or 27-24 like that.
Yeah,
and they played North Dakota, and North Dakota's not the same division, but they're very strong in the division that they play in.
And just got by them too. No, this will be interesting.
But know this: I do have a little bit of prejudice. I somehow I find a way to root for Wildcat basketballs because they're so damn good.
They are good.
But when it comes to football, this is Sun Devil country calling you. But
that's fair. No,
it's all good.
I'm down.
Yeah, UNM. This is an Aggie talking because I graduated from New Mexico State. But I think if they establish the run and early and they got a chance. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any stretch of the imagination. So Humphrey has a good night of running, and they limit turnovers, and I think it's possible they win. I like New Mexico State over Louisiana Tech this weekend.
Okay.
I'm buying into I'm drinking the juice. I think New Mexico State's much improved this year.
Agreed.
And we'll see. But that's all I wanted to add this Friday. Wish you guys a fun weekend.
Yeah, enjoy it. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right. No, that's interesting. Look, what do you expect? You want Sun Devil to say something nice about Wildcat? That's not going to happen. Although he likes the basketball.
That was interesting.
Yeah. All right, you go first on the three-for-all. Here's what we do for you. JJ went 2-1 last week. I went 1-2. So this is like if you were going to go to the sports book. We're not picking every game. Like, what do you like? What's on the NFL slate on Sunday that gets you going a little bit? And here's where I'm gonna go. So I got 3. JJ will have 3. That's why hence 3-for-all. And show you how damn hard betting is. Because I think if you hit 60%, you have a great year. What's your first one? What do you got?
First one, I am rolling with the Rams.
Ooh.
It's a road game, and the Titans, they played tough, forced 3 turnovers from Bo Nix, but I like L.A. as 5.5-point favorites on the road, win by a touchdown.
At Tennessee. All right, 5.5. I'm going to take New Orleans, who might be the worst team in the league, at home. I like them getting a 3.5-point home dog. I think it's a field goal game, one way or the other. Niners come in with Mac Jones as their quarterback. Kittle's out. Ayuk's out. Jennings is out. McCaffrey is going to have to do everything. If there's a game New Orleans wins, man, and I don't think they go without a win. I thought they were okay defensively last week, and I think they frustrate San Francisco. I'm going to take the Saints and take 3.5 points at home. I know how stupid that is, by the way. My next one, I'm going to go what we were talking about before. I got to take New England on the road, 1.5. I think Miami's ready just to blow up. This could go the other way because Tua held a players-only meeting, and, well, now they got it all figured out. But I thought Miami looked horrible. Not that New England looked great, but I think New England's defense is decent. I'll take New England on the road getting a 1.5 at Miami.
Yeah, Tua is 7-0 against the Patriots, but this feels a lot different than any of those previous meetings between the two teams. My next one, I'm going with a Jamar Chase get-right game. Cincinnati, 3.5-point home favorites over the Jaguars. Ton of offensive potential in this contest, and the Bengals go to 2-0.
All right. What's your third one?
Lastly, this number came down about 1.5 points from where it was earlier, but I'm going to stick on it. I'm going road dogs, tough environment, but Michael Penix and the Atlanta Falcons plus 3.5 at Minnesota Sunday Night Football.
Okay. They're at Minnesota?
Yep.
I don't hate that. I'm going to take the over 39.5. Pittsburgh's at Seattle. Everybody wanted the under last week on the Pittsburgh Jets game, and it blew it away in the first half. I don't think Seattle's offense is as bad as they showed last week. I don't know that I think Pittsburgh's offense is as good as they showed last week. The 39.5 feels a little bit too light for me on that game in Seattle with Aaron Rodgers, who I thought looked really, really good the other day, and I think Sam Darnold and that offense gets moving a bit. I will take the over 39.5 Pittsburgh and Seattle. All right? You okay with that one?
Lock it in.
All right, so you've got Rams minus 5.5 at Tennessee. You've got Cincinnati minus 3.5 versus Jacksonville. And you got Atlanta plus 3.5 at Minnesota. I got the Saints as 3.5-point dogs at home against San Francisco. New England getting 1.5 on the road at Miami. And the over 39.5 Pittsburgh and Seattle. We'll see how bad we are come Monday. What? Or how good we are. I imagine that's a possibility. That just doesn't seem feasible. But, yeah, that might be it. All right, when we get back, I got little basketball schedules here for you as well. Who they play, when they play, who they don't play, where they don't play. Kind of set the whole thing up for you. And, I mean, you're not that far away from it. What, October 4th is Lobo Howell, for crying out loud. I know it's Lobo football tonight against UCLA, but then why did they announce the schedule yesterday? They didn't want us to talk about it. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on Pro View Networks.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies. past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
Eagle Greens.
Makes it Friday, though, doesn't it? It's the opening drive. Ho! Jeff Sabieta, JJ Buck. 505-246-0610. I got a Jason email on a Friday. You good with that?
Yes.
Oh, he's got 1-star picks for you. Good morning, OD. Comes in at Jeff at sportsanimallabq.com or JJ at sportsanimallabq.com. 1-star picks. Good morning, OD. It's that time. Time for the unleashing of the 1-star picks. NMSU hits the road for a semi-big game versus Sunbelt member La Tech. Yes, I know it's a conference game, but in my mind, they're already gone. Peace, Texters. NMSU gives them a going-away gift in the form of an L. Speaking of L, you can't spell Lobos without the L, and that is what the 8 Clappers will hand the FCS team masquerading as an FBS program that wanders into the Rose Bowl tonight. 2-0 New Mexico Highlands hosts South Dakota Mines, led by early on Harlan Hill candidate Jeffrey Jones. Get to know that young man. Young man might be at an FBS stadium near you next year. But for now, he and the Cowboys will be looking to go 3-0, which has been quite some time since Team Purple has been 3-0. Predictions, UCLA 45, Lobos 24. NMSU 24, La Tech 21. New Mexico Highlands 68, South Dakota Mines 49, another defense optional game. Crimson Jason. Got the Aggies winning by 3, the Lobos losing by 19. That would not be covering the spread. And Highlands scoring 68 on South Dakota Mines. I need to see me some Jeffrey Jones, dude. Because there's been a lot of hype on the running back from Highlands who's like 600 and something yards in 2 games. Who's leading all of college football in rushing. You got to catch me a little Jeffrey Jones at some point for the New Mexico Highlands Cowboys. All right, no, I appreciate that. That came in at Jeff at sportsanimallabq.com and JJ at sportsanimallabq.com. Earl, you're up on the Sports Animal. Good morning, Earl. How you living?
Man, I'm so thankful to get to listen to your show. Just yesterday, I was telling my friend that I was sad about the Scorpions not playing at Tingley Coliseum anymore.
Yeah.
And I think about that past history. But my real point is that, man, I love going to the Ice Wolf games. And I just think that if you're out there and you're thinking about date night or family night, I just think it's really an awesome night to go out. And I hope some people go out there and check it out, man. I was really happy to hear that interview today.
No, thanks, Earl. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a fun time. I never don't have a good time out there. And by the way, I firmly believe that their logo is the best logo ever for any New Mexico sports
really
franchise,
good.
and I wear that hat. I take that hat out of town a lot. People are like, "What's that?" Yeah, I love the logo. So whatever that's good for you. It's right in the middle of the ice, though. All right, Earl. Enjoy the weekend. 505-246-0610. Do you have one of their hats?
I don't.
So I've got it's the teal front with I think it's a black brim and a black mesh back with that logo. It's by far the best. They killed it with that. Clean yet super detailed, if that's possible. What do you think the goat heads are going to look like? What do you think their logo is going to be? It better be the goat heads, right? It's got to be the goat heads. It will be the goat heads. It's going to be the goat. If we pull that off, dude, how long have we been trying to get goat heads?
It's been a while that we've been throwing it out there for the next team to take on that mantra.
Now, I'm down with the Chupacabras. I like what they did with the football team, the indoor football team.
Mm-hmm.
It's going back to Tingley.
So they the New Mexico, Chupacabras, Albuquerque, just the Chupacabras?
I think it's New Mexico. I think they went with New Mexico, Chupacabras. But I like it. I like the logo. I like the name. I like the rebrand on that. And I'm down with it, and I'm looking forward to that. This is brand new, and I think that goat heads will be wonderful. But, I mean, what the hell do I know? I mean, I can't, God, if we pull that off, that'll be good. All right, a couple of NFL things from last night, if you missed it. Austin Eckler is feared to have a torn Achilles. He went down, right leg. We've watched enough of these now, man. He's 30 years old.
We can play doctor.
Yeah, look, man, you know what it looks like now, unfortunately. He went down. He's got to undergo imaging. That's scheduled for today. It might have already been done. But Dan Quinn is the head coach there. He said that will be significant. He provides a lot of unique things for us. Yeah. There was 5.5 minutes, 5:50 to go in the game. Ran a route on 3rd and 10. Went to cut, fell. And you just see it, man. You just see it. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, the former Lobo, is now probably in line to be the lean back. Bill, as Ja'Cory is called, said, quote, "He's one of the greatest leaders on this team. I learn a lot from him, so it's definitely tough." They didn't run the ball a lot yesterday, so they didn't run it well. But, man, that guy's had a lot of injuries. Have you ever heard an interview with Eckler? He's super cerebral. I really like
listening.
him. Yeah.
This is a fun guy. He's really into fantasy football, too, so he does a lot of stuff along those lines.
Yeah, I like him a lot. That's I hate seeing. And then another injury out of last night was Jaden Reed. Broke his collarbone. He's the receiver for the Packers. And it was on a play that didn't even count. He was injured. He stretched out for a catch. It would have been a 39-yard touchdown. But it was wiped out because of a holding penalty. So not only did the play not count, he's done for the year. It's his second-round pick, making his first career start. Was Anthony Belton playing tackle. That's who got the penalty. But Reed missed a lot of training camp. He had a foot injury. This one hurts. They are really deep at wide receiver. But I don't know. You can make an argument that he's their best, can't you? I mean, I know they got the rookie, Golden, that they went with in the first round. Romeo Doubs is, I think, pretty consistent for 2-3 catches a game, 4 catches a game. This might have been their best. Christian Watson's out a lot. Would you call him their best receiver?
I think he's talented, but I think just the way that they run the offense.
They're interchangeable.
Yeah, he's consistent. You look at the last 2 years, 64 catches and 55 catches. So they don't have an alpha receiver, and the offense still functions at a high level.
Yeah, they like it that way. Micah Parsons had a half a sack in the game. 2 tackles, half a sack. And after the game, the Packers fans were serenading, "Thank you, Jerry," screaming, "Thank you, Jerry." Do you think he watched? You know he hears it. Whether he heard it live or not, he knows it.
Yeah. Like, and this is one that, Micah Parsons, the type of player he is very good. And there's few players in the NFL outside of the quarterback position that can make an average team good or a good team great, because it has to be established. And putting Micah Parsons on a good defense makes the Packers a great defense this season. And it's like Saquon Barkley showing up to Philadelphia. It's like you're good, but then you get Saquon and you're able to go to another level. And that's what Parsons is going to do for this Packers defense.
He's been so good. After the game, Micah Parsons says, quote, "What I've been telling everyone, defense. J-Love, I think you give us 20 points, and we should be able to win that game. It's all about getting stops and getting the ball back to the offense. As y'all seen against Baltimore and Buffalo, you can have your quarterback damn near have a perfect game and still lose, because guess what? The defense gave up 40 points. So defense wins championships. I think the fans like points, but they like to see the big plays. But when you play great defense, it's just so beautiful to see." He's not wrong. Defenses win championships. Cliches tend to be cliches because they tend to be born in fact. Right? Cliches tend, not always, not all of them, but they tend to be born from fact. Now, maybe pounded into the dirt fact or overused or whatever. But they've got an offense that is good. I don't know that I think they're great, but I think they're good. They've got a really solid running attack, and as we just talked about, they've got a bunch of receivers who might be interchangeable, but I think are all very talented. A quarterback who just continues to get better, who's growing up, who's maturing, who makes good decisions, who is dual threat if he needs to be. Do they play? I would love to see them. Are the Eagles on their schedule at all? Because I would love to see that this season. As the Packers go through, they're not. They don't play them at all.
So Green Bay, they could put up Gotti. Oh, yeah, they are. Excuse me.
Yeah, they
right
are
there.
on the 10th of November.
But they could have. They could be undefeated going into that game.
That's a Monday night game. That's an ABC, ESPN Monday night game.
At Browns, at Cowboys, Bengals, at Cardinals, at Steelers, Panthers before the Eagles.
Woo! How good is that? The Eagles could be too. I mean, I don't know if you think the Eagles are that damn good, right? The Eagles have to go. They got the Chiefs this week, which I think they're going to win. I mean, the Rams are tough. They got to go to. They got a much tougher schedule at Tampa Bay. Then they play the Broncos. They got the Vikings in there too.
Yeah, that's one of the toughest five.
Well, it should be, man. They're the
first
champs.
Games for Philadelphia.
It should be,
because you get that first place schedule.
Yeah, they're the champions. It should be tough, and everybody likes to front load, make sure they got a bunch of good games early. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But Green Bay looks terrific. I don't know if you think they're better than Philadelphia. I don't know that I think there's a wrong answer, nor does there need to be, because we're in week 2. But I think it's pretty obvious. The Rams might have a say, and I mean, if they beat up on who they playing, Carolina, Tennessee. If they beat up on Tennessee this week, are you going to feel great about them? I mean, the Rams. If you want to tell me they're in the conversation, I guess you can have that conversation. But I don't know that there's a doubt right now. There's 2 teams that are standing out from everybody else in the NFC, right? And it's the champs and it's Green Bay.
They are. I still am very high on the Rams. I think they can work their way into that conversation.
Their defense is nice.
Their front seven. I think their front seven could match Philadelphia's. And I think the Packers are showing that, like, hey, what Philly did last year, that's what we're going to do defensively this year.
All right, we'll break it up or get you ready, wrap it up, and recap it. Everything you got to know as you go into the weekend. Still time for you, Terry, at 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM at AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque.
7-18 in Green Bay. The Pack moves to 2-0, and they look terrific. Jordan Love threw for 292 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Tucker Kraft went bonkers. 6 catches, 124 yards, and a score. Injuries in this one. Austin Eckler, the Commanders' running back, left late in the game. Looks to be an Achilles out for the year. Jaden Reed, the talented young receiver for Green Bay, broke his collarbone. He, too, will be out for what they're saying is a while. Tonight, Lobo football over on News Radio KKOB. UCLA is the opponent. The Lobos will be in the Rose Bowl. 7 o'clock pregame, 8 o'clock kickoff. Robert Portnoy and Dontrell Moore will have the call from the Rose Bowl. We have the best high school game of the state. It's the top 2 teams. Number 1, Cleveland. Number 2, Las Cruces. It's out in Rio Rancho. We'll have it on 1050 AM KTBL and 94.5 The Pit, so you can follow that game as well. And I want to hit this because I think people are talking about this. Did you see the week that Aaron Judge has had? So 2 days ago, he passed Yogi Berra for 5th place on the Yankees' all-time home run list. And then he hit 2 home runs yesterday. They finally beat the Tigers 9-3. And he ties Joe DiMaggio on that list. That's a hell of a week, man, catching Yogi Berra and Joe DiMaggio.
Pretty good.
I mean, In front of him are Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, and Babe Ruth on the Yankees' all-time home run. I mean, make his bust already. And he's young, isn't he? How old is Aaron Judge? He's still 33 years old. He's got 4 to 5 solid years left, don't you think?
Yes, he does.
He started late. He won't hit the Barry Bonds mark, but he's got 361 career home runs. Watch him. But you're watching a special one there. All right. Should I guess who's on the line? Is it? Let me get. No, it's not him. It's not her. Terry. Is that Terry? You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Terry.
Good Friday, Jeff. Good Friday, JJ. Thoughts and prayers and hugs to all family members after this crazy week in the world and everything like that. Hope everybody stays safe. I was screwed up, and of course the Cleveland kicker made me look goofy. I thought after Boswell and those guys blasting it from 60, they should narrow the crossbars, and then the Cleveland kicker is like, hold my beer, yeah, right. I'll show you how to miss it from 30. And then the Atlanta kicker, he looked like my golf shot when I was able to play golf, man.
How about the Niners guy?
And the Niners guy, too. So, thinking, there's a few great ones because, me being an old buddy-duddy, grew up where they played on grass and mud, and, so it is. But the turf's so perfect these days that it's kind of shocking that they haven't been able to find 32 people out there that can just blast it away. And it was when we were out waiting to go in the field at a KU game, and our son, during their warm-ups, got his phone and texted us and said, yeah, this guy's blasting them from 60 yards. And that was Boswell back in 2013. And so you have guys that can do great and other guys, and, it can make a world of difference of all that. What you were talking, Judge doing his thing. Ohtani has done something, and it was on whichever, pardon the interruption. And then they mentioned Duke Snyder, which then brought back, I do have a couple Duke Snyder signed balls when he was a manager here 50-some years ago. Wow. But, yeah, Ohtani, as amazing as the Dodgers were, they were never known for, great home run hitters. And now Ohtani's there, and Duke Snyder was probably the other one they had from that time. Great pitching through the years, but from that level they have it. Bose tonight, so it'd be a combination since he played here. Maybe that's why Bill gets called Bob. He'd come here, play UNM, and get called State. And if you're Bill, you get called Bob, and everything that goes crazy like that. So who knows what happens on that way?
It's actually really funny.
Yeah. So, but you guys have a great
All
weekend as always. Be safe. Enjoy your family.
Later.
Take care.
I don't know why that's funny to me. If you come here and your nickname's Bill, they'll call you Bob. So Wrong Way Koo still has a job, right? With Atlanta, they kept him there.
Yes.
Is Wrong Way Koo? Is that not nice?
No,
he was pretty good for a
missed
minute.
The game winner.
Not even close. Like shanked it. He's not wrong. That's like you got a 100-degree or 100-yard wedge in, and you just flare it right into the trap. Like, what did I do? It doesn't get easier than a 100-yard wedge. Yes. Kickers, man. So is San Francisco the only one who made a kicking change? And what happened? Tyler Bass. So Buffalo had Prater come in last week and win the game. What happened to Tyler Bass?
He got hurt. He's on.
Is he ever coming back? How do you get rid of Prater now? All right. Any other kickers that I got to worry about? It's my biggest issue now is kickers. Check your kicker, man.
I believe Moody was the only change this week. The Cleveland's guy missed a couple.
Yeah. Schultz or Schmitz or whatever it's Schmitz.
Last night.
Schmidt.
Commanders missed 2 field goals.
Yeah, they did.
First half.
Yeah, they did. They lose what, by 9? Yeah. Makes it a different game. 100%. Kickers matter. Do you have kickers in your fantasy league?
No.
So we dropped him in one of them. I told you I lost the championship game last year because of a kicker thing. Last year in the championship game, I checked my lineups before I had a tee time, went out, checked my lineup, and then the guy I'm playing at 11:01 is like, dude, you better put in a kicker. I'm like, what? And San Francisco's kicker, whoever it was, maybe it was Moody, was out, and I lost by 1.5 in the championship game because my kicker got hurt and was a late scratch, and I was on the golf course.
But I'm sure you enjoyed your day on the golf course.
Probably not. I probably did. I don't think I won enough a loss enough to make up for what I would have won if I had a damn kicker in my lineup. How's
What
that?
a story.
Isn't that a crappy way to lose a championship?
Bad beat right there.
I mean, like, I check my lineup, okay, and you know me, I just obsess over this guy and that guy and who should I put in and pissing and right till the very end. But I had a tea time, so okay, good. I'm going to get it done. I don't have to make any choices. Check, everybody's in. Okay, there's no injury designation next to anybody's name. All right, let's go. I got an 8:46 tea time.
Like, it was great move too to wait till 11:01 to send that text.
That was nice of him, wasn't it? When would you have sent it?
11:01.
Mhm.
Make sure the lineup's locked and be like, "Oh man, what's going on,
Dude, you don't have a kicker. What happened? Like, what are you talking about? And then I'm like, yeah. And then I was good, and he got something like on Sunday night, and I lose by 1.5 points. I lost the championship. Yeah. So that one sucked.
Yeah, I think we can bring that in to our Thursday segment too. Your bad beats of the week. Fantasy football bad beats.
You know, I got a million of those. The one that still is killing me is that day I was driving home from the pit, and there was I was safe. I was good late in the game, and he had a running back on the team that was winning, and there was an interception. Guy ran it back to the 2 or the 1 and banged it in, and I lost by a half a point. Garbage. That one killed me. All right, enjoy the weekend, boys and girls. I hope you have no bad beats, only great wins for you. Thank you to Stan Hubbard. He was with us today, the owner of the New Mexico Ice Wolves. What else did we do today? We did a lot of stuff. Don't forget your sweet deal. We got Lobo football for you tonight over on News Radio KKOB. Starts at 7. High school football on KTBL starts at 7. Cleveland and Las Cruces. Adrian, great week, great work. Appreciate all that you do. He is JJ Buck. I am Jeff Symbieta. Big weekend for you, huh?
Huge.
JJ, I'll have the pregame show tonight here over on News Radio at 7 o'clock with Ned, right?
Yes, sir.
Catch him. Heard with Colin Coward's next. Jim Rome shows after that. You get the afternoon show with Forrest at 4. And we're back Monday with award-winning radio starting at 7 a.m. Have a great, safe weekend. Be good to each other. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you on Monday.
Rio Rancho and Roswell. The question is, Burrito Express is proud to announce that we're the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, They're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network.